Next up's an example of Dime moving a lead lick chromatically up the neck. And here's the same thing, slower. And here's an example from Shedding Skin off Far Beyond Driven where Dime moves a riff chromatically. And here's the same thing slower. Next up is a technique Dime liked to call long-ass slides, and that's exactly what they were, long-ass slides. Like he says, what's important is the destination. It doesn't matter where you slide from, it's where you slide to. So that's where you're going to focus on. Here's an example of it from the end of 25 years from Far Beyond Driven. And here's the same exact riff, a lot slower. As you've probably already gathered, Dime was a huge proponent of using your pinky. Here's a great example of him doing exactly that in a little A minor lick. As you can imagine, playing that without your pinky would be very, very difficult indeed. Here's the same exact lick, but a lot slower. Next up on the agenda is harmony leads. Even though Dime was the only guitar player in the band, he would often spice up his leads and song parts with harmony leads. Here's an example of how he did it. This is the line we're going to harmonize. Pretty simple. Now, because I'm the only guy here and no one will play with me because I stink, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ghetto, which is what Dime always liked to do. And this is about as ghetto as it gets. This little cassette player with a built-in mic. I'm going to record myself playing that run. Then I'm going to use this cable, plug it into the fine CD input on this Marshall behind me, and then play with myself. You got me? Here we go. First up, I'm going to do what Dime said to try first. Just play the same exact thing 3 frets higher. Here we go. As you could hear, every other note kind of sounded dodgy in the harmony. So, like he suggested, take everyone that didn't sound good and scoot it up the neck 1 more fret. Let's see what happens when I do that. Now we're talking. That was right. Next up is a harmony from Hollow. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to play it, record it, play it back, then play with myself. Here's the main line I'm going to harmonize. Once again, totally low tech and me playing with myself, as always. A little bit dodgy, but you get the picture. Just shows you what you can do with virtually nothing. Thanks for putting up with my nonsense. This is Nick Bowcott signing off, saying Jukebox Damage, thank you, my friend. You are sadly missed, but your music and your memory will always live on.